Up
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
Is Sarah there?
Yeah.
Who's calling?
I remember that. Yeah.
Frankie from school?
What?
Frankie from...
Sorry, Frankie's on the phone. Dinner's ready in 30 minutes, so make it quick. Like you feel like
Yeah.
But that built, I don't know. It built
Character.
it
does because it gives you the
Kids
skills
don't do
of
that anymore.
Yeah.
Now you can just
Remember
text them directly.
having to remember phone numbers.
Yeah. You don't even have to
Yeah.
talk. You don't even have to know the family.
Yeah,
You can text
memorizing
the
the
girl
phone
directly
number.
a picture of your dick.
not knowing who's going to pick up.
What? What world are we living in?
And the conversations were short, if you think about it. It
So-
wasn't like maybe occasionally if you were actually together with somebody, you're on the phone longer.
Mm-hmm.
But just calling to see if someone could hang out, it was like a 30-second conversation.
Ringing someone's doorbell.
Yeah. Of being
Ringing
like,
the
hey,
doorbell.
do you want to go
Someone
meet
rings
out in
my
the
doorbell
street?
now,
I'm
and
getting
you're
my
a-
gun
you're-
loaded.
You're a fucking
Everyone
stranger.
hides.
You're a stranger, and I'm not
I
answering.
got a camera on my doorbell.
Yeah.
You ring it, I know who you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, when my doorbell were sometimes the Amazon guys will ring the bell and then leave, I get pissed. Why the fuck are they ringing the bell? Meanwhile, that was a thing you used to always do. Mm-hmm. And it was Sebastian Maniscalco had a good bit on that. He said back in the day when he was growing up, the doorbell would ring and you're like, oh, we have company.
Yeah.
Now
I
it's
know that
everybody
bit.
hits the deck who the
Yeah,
fuck
you
is here?
hide and close the blinds.
What's
and you're
happening?
Like, oh my God.
We're about to be invaded.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that's another thing. I felt like we kind of also still grew up in that you could leave your door unlocked time frame.
That's not. Oh no.
Not in my house.
But it just felt a little more like you weren't as on edge.
I don't agree with that. I feel like
Really?
you always have to lock your doors. I don't know what fantasy you're living in.
My parents grew up in Brooklyn. so
Even if you were in the 90s.
They drilled it.
I guess I'm talking about more of a suburbs.
Remember having to roll your window down? We could talk about that.
Roll your window down. Oh my
Like
god!
hand
Yeah, all the
maneuver.
technology.
And winding it all the way
Increases
down.
in
Such a unique,
transition.
the last of an era childhood where we, like I said, this was all woods behind us, and people had gates where you can go, and it was a good half a mile before you got to where the chop shops and all this shit are back there. So we had adventures, and then we had the Pond Deli over there with the strip club next to it. We'd all walk to the fucking
But
deli.
the strip club was probably legendary.
It was
a
legendary.
legend.
Yeah, it was
amongst
there
the-
for
One
years.
day,
Yeah.
some girl walked in.
It's like the
with,
super bad reference.
Nothing.
It was like, oh, what'd you do this weekend? I'm trying to sneak.
And it was the best day of your life.
And we were like, huh. We're that was kind of weird. And then we kind of because we had older brothers and stuff like that, then we figured out oh shit, there's a strip club
Well,
next to
we
it.
had
Pond Deli.
so where I grew up, we had a sump up the block. You know what a sump is?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had some
Right.
down there. We
I had
saw
those
all the
too.
time.
The sneaky thing to do was hang out in the sump.
Yes.
And one day, me and my
Yeah.
buddy found a fucking Playboy
Yeah.
in the sump.
This is
First
the
time I ever
same
seen a
story.
naked woman. Oh my god.
This is only a conversation you
Just
could have
tossed
if
in
you
the
have a
sun.
before the internet
Right.
childhood.
So this was gold to us. What we would do, we would bury it in his yard. And then
that's so
we would dig
funny.
it up the next day to look at it again. And one day it rained and we dug it up and the thing was fucking ruined.
Yeah.
And that was oh my god, this treasure is gone. Nowadays though, you can see
I know.
whatever the fuck you want.
Right,
Yep.
right.
At the click
in
of a button.
seconds. Yeah.
But this thing was the treasure trove.
We had this.
See, isn't that more
We had a
exciting?
bucket of turquoise that was in the woods over there. We had the sump over there. We had these bike ramps over here, and then wood chips where there was
Yeah.
huge bike ramps with walking distance. So we had all these areas of where you can just go as kids.
Adventures.
You'd have
Yeah.
adventures, and you could just be there for 3-4 hours, and our parents didn't know exactly where we were.
Right.
It's,
They could've
it's
said,
like
couldn't.
the pre-smartphone,
But
pre-internet
that's where,
era is such a
Bonds.
having to grow up
Because you had to
before it and
figure
as
it
it
out.
fades through. It's such a
You
unique
had to entertain
time period.
yourself
That's
with
where
what was in
bonds-
front of
because
you.
then
like-
you have to learn how to kind of protect yourselves because you're
Yeah.
fucking just out doing weird shit.
You
and
get
then
so much
fucking-
character.
Yes.
Yeah.
We would we'd meet up and just walk and hope we ran into a group of
Yeah.
girls that would do the same thing.
Right.
That was the fun aspect of it. When you drive around now, you don't see kids walking and biking really around.
Went on a
Yeah.
separate-
When I was younger, though, that's all we did.
Yep.
Right.
Walk in a group.
I do still see kids on bikes, but there's
Rare.
There's the ones that
Yeah, now it's
do-
the crazy ones who are like weaving in and
well,
out
it's
of
that one
traffic
but
and
then
doing stupid
my
shit.
last two experiences were
or just on their
scary.
phone, right?
Where I was just turning down the block to get home from work, and I don't drive fast or anything, and like so I'm about to make this turn at the end of the block over there, and I see this kid like no handlebars. He doesn't have his hand on his handlebars, and he's got headphones on, and he's looking
It's
down.
in his technology.
He's looking down
God.
at his cell phone with no hands on the handlebars, can't hear me, and he's looking at his phone. And I come to a complete stop because I'm like looking at this kid, and he's just like riding into the middle of the road, right to the point where I'm like honking the horn because he's about to just ride into my car. And then eventually he looks up and he's like, "Oh, like sorry." Like I'm like, "Okay, what the fuck was that?"
It's a shame.
And then there
That
was
is
this
scary,
little
yeah.
Indian girl,
Sad.
the same age, like around like 11, 12 years old, and I'm coming down the road, and it's dark. All I could see is like the back of like a pedal where I could see reflectors, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. And again, I just know like whenever I see kids, they're semi-retarded, fucking.
Yeah.
So like, just slow down.
No awareness.
So I was going slow, and my headlights are on because it's later at night, and this kid shouldn't have even been out. Like at
Yeah,
that
what is
point,
she doing?
riding a bike by herself or whoever she was with. I got within like 10 feet of her. Okay, and she's on the right
Need more?
side of the road. My headlights are now past her.
could use
Like
more.
you could clearly see,
Shining, yeah.
even if you're not looking,
You could see the beam of
you
the
could
light.
see the lights because they're past you now. And I got like within 10 feet, and she just hooked the left and did like a U-ing in the street, and I almost fucking hit this girl.
And you gotta
My
think that not
food
everybody's
was
driving
fucking-
like you are.
I know, and I was going slow, and just because I just recently had
Because you
the
caught
other
a
experience,
pedal.
dude. My food went like everywhere. I was pissed about it. I went on a rant after it. I'm like, what's with these fucking kids riding bike? Like nobody. I mean, we were kind of
They're good.
oblivious.
They might as well be aliens.
Yeah.
Dude. We
They're
cannot
like-
relate.
They're
They're growing
so-
up in a
They might
different
as well
world than
be.
we do.
Thank
Can I
you.
keep by this side?
Yeah, behind us.
No.
Big behind the shit, guy.
Get that one, and you got to keep the structure of the fire too, because
Come on, where's your structure fire, Justin?
any little bit of breeze is gonna make it dance a little too much.
Oh my gosh. You gotta like kick the bottom of it. Watch it.
You gotta tuck that
now
one
it's
in
burning. Oh god, now he's really just setting us up for failure here. Oh god.
there. Tuck it in.
There.
There you go. Don't go down.
I think I'm gonna get like 4 beers in, and I'm like, all right, I'll take 2 squares.
Another 12 pack.
It's scary with those, man.
Well, it's good to have a girl's perspective too, because we had a lot of boys around here growing up, and I mean, there's some things that are gender neutral, but for the most part, we're giving boy accounts of what it was like growing
You
up
have all
when
the
we
stupid
did.
stuff you guys did.
What about from a girl's perspective? Like, what do you miss about your younger years? The time we grew up in.
Lisa Frank?
What?
Lisa Frank.
What does that mean?
It was a little pack that all the girls had
Oh,
with like
okay.
I don't know, there was like whales and all these colored horses.
Aaron
like,
misses the whales.
oh my gosh, no, they're all different types of designs, but Lisa Frank was it. That was the thing in the 90s. If you didn't
What's
have
the biggest
Lisa
difference about
Frank.
being a young girl, that's probably the right word, growing up in your times as opposed to now?
I felt more. I don't think I was like as feminine growing up. Like I was definitely outside a lot too. Like I loved riding scooters and making like a scooter highway with chalk on the sidewalk, or my driveway, I should say. My neighborhood doesn't have sidewalks.
Growing up
But just
without
that
a cell
idea.
phone or social media or anything like that, it's like an 8-year-old girl knows what social media is.
It was just like a whole different level of creativity, though. Like I would like
Right,
make
you get in
McDonald's
touch with
drive-throughs
more.
and then like step into different personas. and like ride off to the next thing and be like, oh, you don't have enough money, and like I'd put on this whole show, like
I remember when like
throwing food at the cashier person.
just-
Remember the cost of certain things too.
But just like the drive to when I mean, granted, a lot of it was because we were stoned for the first time, and like, but like the
How
drive
old were
to
you?
like when we were like 18, well, 15, 16, whatever we were. Somebody was old enough to drive.
Like I thought we were talking about when we were kids.
Yeah, well,
No, but
both
still,
are,
like when just having a car
Oh, it was
was
the
like
biggest deal
the
in the
huge like. All right, guys.
When
we
your
can-
first friend got the car, like your older friend that was a year older.
first
Yeah,
bit of
it was our
independence.
first
Now you were
one.
cool. You
True
have to take the
independence.
bus home.
Yeah.
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 Buddy would drive you home.
But that was like right when we all started like smoking.
Well, yes, it's all the bad shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we go back 10 years maybe? Like try 10 years before that.
10 years before that.
Yeah, what were you doing 10 years before that?
It was
When
all
you were
just
6 or
It
7.
was just
Riding your bikes, hiding Playboy Bunny in the
Yeah.
sumps.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that-
Playboys.
Burying Playboys is
Something.
actually so
We dug
funny.
it up. There's worms
That's
all
such
over
a good 90s example. Like, oh my god.
yeah. No, we had a bucket of Playboys, or like someone like. You'd go to
Pokemon.
someone's house that had like the fucking channels or whatever. and you're like,
Sports
what's going
Illustrated.
on with
That's
Dude,
called
we'd stay
Sports
up till like
Illustrated.
fucking 3 in the morning because there was a channel like 62.
Yeah.
You'd put on the channel and it'd be like fuzzy.
That's a scrambly
but you
porn.
could make out like fucking nipples and
What?
shit.
Scrambled.
Yeah.
Like scrambled,
God.
like yeah, there were always a couple of porn channels that you could.
That or we'd be sleeping.
They
at
would, they would
someone's
come in
house.
scrambled, and yeah,
they'd
you'd be waiting
they'd
for it to like.
ordering- they'd order it. Their parents
Not be
must be
pixelated?
Like, what the
You'd
fuck
get like
are
a
these
split
kids
second
doing?
of a boob or something like that.
Yeah, like pay-per-view, you'd have to go to like channel 64 and like dial the number and to order it. Like, it was like such
Don't they
a
still do
weird
that in
time.
hotels? Like,
We
Kinda.
still
For a while.
lived in the world of like using your imagination.
Yeah.
yeah,
was
that's
better.
my that's my point.
Yeah.
The creativity
so
has
much better.
has
Like,
completely
kids
dissipated.
Kids would play with
Well,
toys more.
Steve was like on another planet with his imagination.
I could entertain
yeah,
myself.
that's how I was
That
too.
made Justin fight me a lot.
Yeah, because I'd be
He
My
like,
didn't
brother
have
would
as
get
good of
mad, too.
imagination, so
Like-
he'd be like, play with me.
Yeah.
well, I'd be like, what do you want to do?
Smack me in the back of the head or
I'd be
something.
like, what do you want to do? It's you'd be like, fucking Darryl Strawberry's batting 317 right now.
I would create
He'd be out
a
there just swinging
whole
baseball
fake
bat. He would
baseball
have a
season
whole
in my head.
season, and I'm like trying to like get involved in the game. Fucking, he's like, hold on, I got fourth inning.
But it was like
Oh
magical.
my god,
though.
that's funny. That is
Me
magical.
and my buddy would play 4th of July. We'd get toys and throw them in the
all
air.
his own games.
This was the
He'd
cooler
draw on video
firework,
games.
and this was the like shit like
Yeah.
that. Like
Oh
we-
yeah.
I don't,
Yeah. Use your imagination.
don't feel like kids do that. They do it till a certain age now, but it's a much shorter age. Like once once they get that first iPad shoved in their hand, they're done.
Because they're watching other people just do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
then
weird
But
part.
that's all they're doing is watching other people.
They're watching TikToks of people
I fall
doing
asleep
the
and I'm
things they
watching
should be
other
trying
dudes
out.
play video games.
It's like
What excuse do I
Yeah.
have? I'm 38.
to an extent, I feel like technology got as good as it could possibly get, where it's not like negatively affecting us when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
I agree with you. I
it was
think
the
we
like-
perfect
we had the
transition.
perfect
It
because
kept
we had
evolving
before
in
and
crazy
after.
ways, but it's in like such a. It
Yeah,
could
like,
be
you got
a very
N64
negative thing.
where 4 people could get together and
Right.
play Bomberman.
But you got a blister from freaking doing the
Yeah.
middle joystick thing. Like
Joystick.
Golden
That doesn't
Eye
happen
fucking
anymore.
parties at sleepovers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But everybody would be together
Playing
and
Snake
sleep
on the
over, not
phone
at your
on
house.
the bus.
You'd be
Go
like, oh, I just did this in RuneScape, or did this in fucking
yeah,
like
like I built a
Roblox.
whole I built a whole Minecraft map, but I don't have anybody to share it with. Like okay, cool.
Well, that's
that is
a
pretty cool.
different one, though. I think
That
that.
is pretty cool.
Minecraft
You're like,
kind of gets a pass.
all right, I don't know
Think of
the
a
example
very
I'm thinking.
specific, use your imagination style thing that we did. You remember when we were at Huber's house for the Super
Oh
Bowl
yeah, and
one
we
time?
like imagined.
like when we did like we all had guns and we went
Yeah,
to
all
the
had a bunch of
basement.
toy guns.
But didn't
It
that,
kind of
like,
was like, I think I had just recently watched Starship Troopers,
Yeah.
and I was like trying to create my own imaginary version of that
you
with
do.
the toy
But
guns
we
and
all
stuff.
went, like he had like it was like kind of well I don't know if you were ever at Connolly's parents' house?
No.
Okay, so before they like finished their basement, he had a huge like basement, but like one of our friends growing up had like a big basement, but they had all this shit in it. But it was like you'd go downstairs in the fucking pitch black, and everybody would be walking
Yeah.
around. You'd have a flashlight on. You'd be like, and we were all imagining it, but it was
Yeah.
so I still to
Yeah,
this
that
day
was a good
remember
one.
it.
That was-
For some reason we were all on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
We-
it was like we were sharing the same
Yeah.
imaginary
Imaginary world.
hallucination.
Yes,
It was
we got it, and we were all on board, and
Yeah.
we were like,
We would do
"Yeah,
this.
run upstairs."
We would do
like,
the same. We'd play war on my block because all
Yeah.
my friends and like I'd have a
Yeah.
little cross stick that was my rifle. And setting up
Nice.
because we watched Saving Private Ryan.
yeah,
and it was like,
yeah. There's always something
and in
you
my
were
head,
referencing.
this is the beachhead.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's real. And like
Uh-huh.
like you said, everybody's on board with
Yep.
it, and it's just amazing. Like
you know what
You know,
game I
That
played
was big and-
recently? Sorry,
No, go ahead.
was Hostage.
Oh yeah. That's a
One
good
game
one.
I would love to just try again, but as like adults, try to get into. But like it was the stupidest concept, but it would basically be
I play
like
that every night with Paul.
Sounds creepy. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, I don't think this is allowed anymore.
So how are you gonna get out of those bindings? What are you willing to do to not let me kill you?
it would be like so basically like
It's
there'd
too
be like five
real.
people
Oh my god, I
lined
don't
up.
like that.
5 people would be lined up on
There's
the
too
fence
much of it actually
right here,
happening.
and they'd all have guns hidden somewhere.
Toy guns.
So, like like toy guns, whatever, like army.
Real Glocks.
Yeah, hidden somewhere, or you'd hide it behind the fence, or whatever, or you'd be like there'd be bushes around. You'd try
Super
to
soakers.
hide guns
Yeah, like
somewhere
the
on you, and
Nerf
then there'd be 2
guns
people
and-
that would be coming up that were holding on to the hostage, and they'd come and they'd be searching everybody.
Empty
and you would-
super
like
soakers.
you would be trying to shoot them. They would try to shoot you. If
Well,
they
we
saw
would do
the gun.
cops and robbers like on bikes. Like one
Yeah.
person was a cop,
Mm-hmm.
the other people, and like you'd pull people over. And it's
Yeah,
just- it's just
that's
you-
that's a popular game to play when you're little. I
yeah,
don't know why.
Not anymore.
I feel like it could be still. I mean, you don't hear of it not nearly as much as what we did.
They
Do
have no
kids
idea.
have the imaginations that we
They
have?
don't.
I've
They
taught
don't.
kids how to play it, and they love it. Like, I don't know
'Cause
what
they
it is
have
about.
those worlds available to them virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about cops though. That's always like a very early childhood like
Because
connection
you
to
look,
the real
you look
world.
at police as like
It's
this
so
thing.
funny.
Well, they still love like
Cops and
But they know
robbers.
that there's bad guys
Game
too,
over.
so
Yep.
they
Right.
love playing cops and robbers for that
Cowboys and
reason. It's like
Indians.
What's good versus
I'm talking
bad?
about like being like
Yep.
5,
Right.
like 4 and 5, like those
they
those age
definitely
kids
still
love that.
Play. Like, I mean,
But if you want to play that
Kids
now
can't get
and
enough
you're
play.
a young
That's all they
kid,
want.
you could go on your iPad and probably find a Roblox game
I know, and sign
that
on.
has a whole city and people are
Yep.
cops and people are robbers. You don't go outside and get on your bikes
Right,
and do
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's what we had to do. We didn't have the virtual world to do it.
I know, like remember
Mm-hmm.
having to find your friend like around the neighborhood, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
My best friend lived in the house behind me, but we shared a fence. Our thing was I'd walk up to the fence and scream his name. Chris! Chris! And then his mom would, because he was Indonesian, so they were like Asian. And his mom would go, Chris is in here, like blah, blah, blah. Like, or he'd come outside. Like that's how,
oh my god, you just scare him out.
yeah. And then he
really
would do
funny.
the same for me.
Speaking of Chris would come up to your doorbell, ring the doorbell. I'll play with you.
What?
no, wasn't that Chris or was that Mike?
No, that was Chris.
Chris
That's
is wearing-
creepy.
Play with you.
I'll
Yep.
play with you. Chris would walk
he the
into
one-
people's
Yeah.
houses.
I was
Chris
gonna
That's what I
say-
mean. Like,
As a
well,
kid.
we had a.
I'm like, was he the one like riding a bike with no shoes in the morning, like
No.
before everybody's
So,
awake at
the
6
hillbilly
a.m.
Chris was
and he's
a
just like
little
hoping
ADHD.
someone's up?
He would like run after the ice cream man like his fucking life was on the
Yeah.
line.
Oh yeah.
That hasn't changed.
That or
But when we were younger, the ice cream man was more exciting.
It was. Oh my
He
god,
was
that
like-
music,
because
man.
he had
It's
all
like
those crazy candies. Like,
his neighbor, he would like walk into Vinny's house when we were kids, and like so eventually one day like he took me to do it, and he's like, oh, come with me. So we went to like Vinny's like front door. He just opens the door, walks in, walks upstairs, and we go to
Watch his parents sleep.
There's Danielle like in her bed like looks up like what the fuck are you like what are you guys doing and then we just like ran out.
Girls were so much cooler back then. They were cool with that.
That's
Now
I
you get
never
a
heard that.
restraining
Oh, I remember
That's a good
that
one.
specifically.
Wow.
He used to walk in people's houses.
Yeah, he
Imagine
would.
that girl's life.
he's that
now.
neighbor. Oh my
The
god.
nightmare she has.
But he
Waking up in the middle of the
was
night,
very
bunch
different.
of dudes in a room.
he was
Kids,
very different like
like-
up until he moved
Yeah.
and then after.
He
Like,
wasn't,
then he
like, as
transitioned
comfortable, yeah.
more towards normal. Like as he got a little bit older. But he was definitely
Define
different.
normal.
He was on the overpath.
Yeah, no, but like by
was
that point he wasn't like
out of his comfort
super
zone.
ADHD kid anymore. He was like
All right, we're not going to go down this rabbit hole. Next topic.
Well, no,
Man,
Firepit. Early days, he definitely.
Yeah, it's with this music playing in the background doesn't help, dude. Because I'm like,
the
now I'm
Donkey
feeling like depressed.
It's Donkey Kong
Damn, I miss my
instrumentals.
childhood. I miss.
Just
I
the
miss
black
it,
screen.
man.
What was like the
was a
first
great
Oh, this
channel.
game
is blowing.
that you would say was like the
So
one?
I
Wait, what was it? A good what?
like the first video game.
So I had a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
So like
Oh.
Sonic the Hedgehog and this and that. I remember I won a karate tournament, and when I came home one day, Mortal Kombat was waiting for me. Like my dad
Wow.
got it for me as a surprise.
Yeah,
On
he
Sega
probably,
Genesis, you know
All
the
right,
blood
can
code?
we just like give more credit to parents because he probably had to like
It was
hunt
probably like
that thing
$70.
down.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like remember that being
You
a
had to
thing?
actually go to a place
we
to
did.
you
buy
had to
that.
fight people for things.
But I remember
Get
my
the
dad
ticket at Toys R Us.
when he
Yeah.
got when I got Sega. One of the games that came with it was called Altered Beast.
Yes, we had that.
Right.
Welcome to your doom.
Right, and you could like change it to an animal while you
Rise from your grave.
It's the only time my dad ever played a fucking video game.
Was Altered
Really?
Beast?
He sat down
That's
with me
the
and,
weirdest one.
and he was getting mad at me because he was like low on health and I would be taking all the health things. And he's like, "What are you doing?" Like I'm gonna. And it's to this. I'm 38 fucking years old. I was probably like 5 or 6. I remember that because he sat
Yeah.
with me and played Sega
Absolutely,
with me.
absolutely.
God.
Never did it again, but I
But that,
remember
was,
it,
that
man.
sticks out, man.
Wow.
Altered
that was
Beast,
a
like
core
Altered
memory.
Beast, that's so
forever.
funny.
Streets of Rage was like
Streets
Rage,
of Rage was amazing.
Golden
Pick up
Axe.
the knives and the bottles.
We'd be able to play that. That was like the first like co-op game.
This is funny.
You know? Teenage
Like-
Mutant Ninja Turtles when you go to like
That's
so
what-
funny.
what was it,
Yeah,
Fast
but
Fingers?
You
go
can
to, like,
relate to a
Fast
lot of
Fingers
this.
and
I
play.
can, yeah.
Fast
like, we
Fingers
used
was
to
like
spend
a
hours playing
place
video
where
games.
people would have their birthday parties. At least when I was younger, it was like an arcade.
I don't know.
You'd have like pizza, and then you'd like
that was like
played a
QZR
video games.
or like or not maybe not QZR but like
QZar's like
Sports Plus maybe.
yes, Sports Plus, very similar. So it was called Fast Fingers.
I don't think I ever heard. of it.
But we would play like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the
were
Simpsons
great.
video game.
Yes,
they
Oh,
were
yeah.
all hard, dude. They,
They
were
were.
so
Oh, yeah.
hard.
Ninja Turtles. Remember those arcade games were great at one point. They had like Mortal Kombat, Ninja Turtles, and the Simpsons game.
Oh yeah,
And they were
classics.
hard.
They
dude.
were. They were fun.
You had to really earn it.
I went
yeah.
through a rabbit hole where I
They
was
were
watching,
unbeatable,
like
but fun to play.
other people. Like I think I was doing it during COVID. I just was like, we look at like the old games that we never beat, and like watch somebody beat them.
Echo
and,
the
like,
Dolphin.
Yes, like games like that.
Echo the Dolphin.
And like they beat them in like
Oh no,
15 minutes or whatever.
the Lion King,
The
Lion King was
Oh,
so
which
that
hard.
I saw
Forever.
that
The
they
Stampede map.
purposely did
I
that
remember my brother trying to beat that.
because they didn't want people like renting it and beating it and like
They'd have to
returning.
buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
I
even
remember
just like the
Stampede.
second level was so tough, like just right off the bat.
Aladdin was
Yeah.
another good one.
Yeah,
Aladdin
pretty much
was
all
one
of
of
them
my
had
favorite
all
second
of those
That's
Disney
another
movies
thing
had
that we
it.
lost out on. Remember, you used to like trade games. Like I'd go to my buddies, like I'll let you borrow Aladdin if you
Yep.
let me borrow
Yep.
Terminator. Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Like this, it was like cool.
Oh,
like
the
oh, I got
Terminator
this
game.
game. Like, and you
Yeah.
just plug it in, you blow on the fucking
Duke
cartridge.
Nukem.
To a rabbit, dude.
Steve still
I
does
saw
that.
the end of so many video games because back in the day, like
Blow on the
you
cartridge, honey.
didn't know
Show
how
us.
a game finished.
No,
yeah.
there was no.
Rent it,
I would get the Game
Gotta
Informer
keep
magazine.
keep those going.
or like you had like the Game Genie or whatever it was.
That's
how
funny,
the
yeah,
only way
you-
we beat.
Oh yeah, it was
I've
like a whole
witnessed it.
cartridge by itself.
I know what
to,
you
like,
mean,
get
though,
the
'cause we
cheat
did it,
codes
too.
and stuff.
Original Nintendo, you had to blow into the cartridge. Get it
Or the
started.
socket. You gotta.
Yep.
But we probably would have
Gotta do both.
That's why we're all
Turtles without
good at
the
oral,
Genie.
right? We grew up blowing shit. Yeah.
All different ways.
We grew up having to fucking navigate the world with our mouths.
My
mean,
God.
I wouldn't
when
wanna-
you put it that way.
Blowing into a cartridge, I wouldn't maybe translate that over.
could use
But it's
some of that,
it is a
but-
learning experience.
It develops the muscle.
Some of it, like the whole motion.
the motion, yeah. Or even like when you're
Incorporate
blowing
some of that.
Playing the harmonica.
blowing into the console itself,
Exactly.
stuff blows
See?
up at you.
So it kind of develops some muscle memory.
Stuff shoots up at you when you
Yeah.
blow into
Yep.
the console.
You get dust in
Oh,
your
God.
face.
You're like,
and
there's
then
just
you
debris
transition.
flying at you, and you're like, and you're still navigating
Yeah.
how to
Go-
continue.
You power through.
You power through. You're like, I can't see out of my left eye, but let me keep blowing. Let me see.
You got a good one. I see why you fluffed their chair.
Oh
Fluff
God.
to her chair.
Nice.
No, but
Fluffing those
seriously,
chairs.
man.
Yeah, like, dude, think of games that you never beat.
We grew up in the
What else took
best
forever?
time.
Aladdin was a good one. What else?
Because like
Never beat.
1960s people, like they had a good
gosh.
childhood too. Like you watch all those movies.
Wait.
but they didn't have like video. Like we had some video games and stuff.
Yeah,
Can I
video
we
games
had
are
it
cool.
before they were.
a very
Right.
important
I liked
part
where
about
they
this.
were when we had them.
The video games did not give you the instant gratification of just continuing
Yeah.
where you left off.
Exactly.
If you
Oh,
lost,
yeah.
you had to
You-
start
yeah.
all the way
Early on,
over.
yeah. Yep.
You got 3 lives.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
Use
you're
them
on,
wisely.
you're on level
You rented it
17,
for
but
2 days.
Yeah.
back to the beginning, like so
Blockbuster
close.
Dude,
Right,
Blockbuster was
before
an
memory
amazing
cards.
Try
system.
again, yeah.
Like if your mom agreed to
Blockbuster.
drive you to Blockbuster. it
Oh my
was
god,
big
on a
event.
Friday.
Or your local rental stores.
Oh, I
You
love
spent
that,
your
yeah.
time in those aisles.
Do you
looking
remember
for the
when
movie you were gonna watch and the fucking game you were gonna
This
play?
is sparking a memory for me. Do you remember borrowing like computer CD-ROMs from the library, and they usually
Yeah.
are dirty as hell and like ruin your
Scratched
computer?
I never did
No, I
that.
never had to do that.
That was very similar for
But I
me.
do.
Like,
Oh,
My mom would
Like
do a
the-
library
the-
kick when we were younger.
yeah.
We'd rent
Well, we had to
movies from
go-
the
well,
library.
we would definitely
we
rent
had to
movies.
go there to play games on a computer game, not like
They
the
always had
console.